Yeah.
You qualified for the final via something which I don't think any of us have ever seen before. And then you finished sixth against Grant Holloway, and you know how good he is. What are your first thoughts?
First thing, it's just been a crazy day. I've gone out on the track, I've raced well. 3 times I've raced well. The semi-final, I ran an equal PB, and I couldn't have done any more in terms of making that final. So to then have to wait and it be decided by a coin toss was crazy.
How did you find out about that, and how was that experience for you?
So I was waiting with the BBC to do my interview, and they said, obviously I knew that I'd heard on the speaker before my race, because I was in the last heat, that if I'd run 57 or quicker than 57, then I could make the final if I'm in 3rd place. So I knew that 57 was the number I had to beat, and when I crossed the line I saw 57 by my name, I knew that it was going to come down to the 1,000. Obviously it's never been heard of to have 2 people run at exactly the same time. So yeah, no one really knew what was going on. We were trying to watch the screens. It came up that there were 7 in the final, not 8. So then we thought, are they just not going to take anyone? So that was obviously worrying. Then I got told about the coin toss.
Do you think that's a good thing for the sport, that it's done in that way?
There's no other way to do it, to be honest. I'm sure if I had come off worse in the coin toss, I'd be stood here. Well, I wouldn't be stood here, would I? I wouldn't have run the final. I'd be more upset. But I couldn't see any other way apart from a runoff between me and the other guy, which is never going to happen in a world champs when you've got 3 rounds in one day, as it is. So yeah, I mean, there was, in my opinion, there's no other way unless they'd gone down even further in the time, but I assume they don't have the technology to do that.
I guess the last thing for me is being in that race with Grant Holloway. You said the time that he got in the semi-finals, obviously he had hurdles in the finals, so didn't get the world record. But how is that experience to be, in a race with the greatest 60-metre hurdler of all time?
It's a dream come true just to be in the world final. To have Grant in it is just even better, because Grant's going to go down in history as one of the best 60-metre hurdlers of all time. Obviously, he's world record holder. I can't see that world record being broken anytime soon unless it's by him. So to be in a race with him is amazing. When you are in a race with Grant, you just need to know that he's going to be ahead. He's going to be in his own race, he's running for time. So I kind of knew that everyone else in that race were beatable, so I knew I had a good chance. I just needed to run a perfect race. I didn't quite run a perfect race, but it's kind of no surprise after the kind of roller coaster of emotions that I'd been on. So I'm very happy to be in the world final, happy to come sick. So.
They were showing you in the call room for a long time, waiting for that draw to be held.
Yes.
Like, why did it take so long, and how much did that throw off your preparation for the final?
Because they couldn't find the Japanese delegate. So the guy who was representing the athlete didn't turn up to the thing. It was supposed to be like on the like 1:45, whatever the hour was. But they couldn't find him. They eventually found him, and they wanted him to be present for it, just so it's obviously you can't say it was wrong, or that's why that was a long wait. It was just one of those where I didn't know whether I wanted to be there or not. I wanted to be there if it was good, but if it was bad, I would have been gone so fast.
Yeah, but
so,
did it throw you off, like you having less time to prepare for the final than you normally would?
I mean, yeah, like if I'd made the final in the normal way, I wouldn't have had this such huge change of emotions. So yeah, I definitely would have been able to prepare better without it, but at least it goes down in history as the first one. So
first time I've ever seen that. Yeah,
I know. I'm just so glad I came out the good side.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you for the time.
Thank you. Cheers.